The Sniper and the Shotgun Build by Chris P. 44S.
I just want to watch this place burn.
Hey guys, I'm going to start off by going over perks, weapons, and armor. When I started this character build, I accidentally just put 4 across the board and went with it because I didn't really know what I wanted to get into, and this is actually my first playthrough character. But I'll show you what I ended up doing here. So I put 4 on strength, and I ended up using the armor because I do not use power armor. I have 9 on perception, 2 to pickpocket, 5 to rifleman, 3 to locksmith, 3 to sniper, 2 to penetrator, which is actually really cool, and I'll show you how it works later. 5 to endurance, which I shouldn't have put any points on. Aqua Boy's cool, but for this build, this column is pretty much worthless. I did a lot with charisma because I did a lot with the settlement option and feature. So I did 2 to local leader, 3 to lone wanderer, which lone wanderer is actually a really good sniper perk too. So if you're gonna build this, I would at least go with 2 and then get the charisma bobblehead. But I also did a lot of speech checks, so charisma came in handy, and I buffed it out with my armor that I'll show you later. My intelligence, I have 6, and that's because I did go up to science rank 3, but this isn't necessary unless you're playing on a hard or very hard or survival difficulty and want to use the Gauss rifle. Scrapper is optional. Hacker is good, but also optional. Gun nut is a necessity, as you will need the higher upgrades to use some of the other perks. I also did get medic just to build a clinic, but it does help a little bit. Agility, I went down to 4 to get Mr. Sandman. This is a necessity. You will want it to go with your sniper, or like your sniper, your silencers, because that's basically how it works. I probably should have more sneak, but this was enough, and with the armor I have, you really don't need to be that high. Luck, I did 5 for Idiot Savant, and that actually helped me to build this character quickly, and I recommend it for most characters. So some of the points I have here were mistakes, and I probably should put more points into Bloody Mess, and I probably could have used the better criticals and some more of these in the luck column, but I'll do that in another build. So now I'll move on to weapons. This is what I used for most of the game. Obviously the 308 is how it starts, and it's pretty good, but once you're able to get a higher level of gun nut level 3, you can use the 50 caliber, but you really don't need to do this till mid or late game. And the hunting rifle, it's pretty standard for a sniper build, but it worked for me all the way to the end of the game. And you can see I pretty much have all the highest upgrades on it. I don't really like the night vision or the recon. I feel like it's just kind of blocking, gets in your way. So this is the sniper rifle I use for the whole game. This is the shotgun. Also finding one with this mod that does double damage if target health is at full. Works really well because a lot of the enemies you come across when you're using this sniper rifle are going to be at long range. They're going to have full health, so it just does the extra damage that you're going to want. I couldn't find a great modded shotgun, so I went with this one. But the shotgun does work for riflemen, so that's why I use it. with this too, as you can see, I have all the upgrades, and I did use a double barrel shotgun for most of the game. I don't actually use the napalmer. I just kitted out and left it in my inventory on accident. The Gauss rifle really isn't necessary. It is really cool and does have really high damage, but you really don't need it. But it is cool, so if you guys want to use it, you can. And for the higher difficulties, like I mentioned earlier, it is a lot better than the sniper rifle, but my sniper rifle probably does close to this when the enemies are at full health. So I think my sniper at full does 320, which isn't as close, but I mean it's good enough for hard or very hard. You'd probably want to use the Gauss rifle for survival. And now I'll show you guys what I'm using for armor. The clothing that I chose was mostly for passing speech checks, so I have a higher charisma. I used the black rim glasses, the green shirt, combat boots, and the pompadour wig. I also kept the wedding ring in just for immersion, and although I did get sidetracked a lot with just the world quests and didn't directly go look for Sean, I always thought it was cool when I opened up the inventory and saw my wedding ring. Now for the armor, these aren't necessary, but I used a lot of these increase energy and damage to lower your health, because later in the game you're going to want more damage resistance. This is probably the only one that I deem necessary, and when you go into the crouch or sneak position, and you're not moving, your character will go into the stealth boy mode. So this is really cool, and even when you shoot, your guy will stay in the stealth boy. It works really well. Enemies have walked right by me, and I've been in caution and have been able to get those damage bonuses. So this helps out a lot. And I use some of these VATS too, because it's always nice to have an extra VATS point for when somebody kind of runs out in front of you, or just to have. Really comes in handy. Alright guys, so that's my sniper and shotgun build. I had a lot of fun with this, and this was my first playthrough. So I did make a lot of mistakes, but I still had a lot of fun. I hope this guide can help you guys out to making a rifleman build, a sniper build, or a shotgun build. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Please comment, share, and subscribe to PR GameFit for more videos. If I get 10 likes, I'll do another character build, or if somebody leaves me a comment that they want to see another one, I will do my best to put another one up as soon as I can. Thanks guys. I'll see you around.